We won a lot of championships, about 60 or 50. Yeah, get them out of there. They be hating, honestly. I'm shutting all that down. You know what I mean? And that's verified in New York City. We ain't doing nothing against y'all.
But physically
You
though.
ain't got a chance physically against y'all.
Word.
So I go into the meeting, I'm blunted up.
Yeah.
I'm blunted up.
Faded.
Look, shades on or no shade?
Man, I'll take you back to that night.
Yeah, we want to know about
get
that
some
night.
water.
You were the Draymond Green before the Draymond Greens.
Yeah, okay. 4-0 when I touch down. Got a whole series on lockdown. If they looking for me, tell them pipe down. We up to the test. You want hang with the best. We had direct tape. Let's go.
To all the basketball fans out there, we got a big week coming up. The NBA Cup Finals are here, and the excitement is starting to heat up. You can even get closer to the NBA action with my partners at DraftKings. Right now, all DraftKings customers who bet just $5 will get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using my promo code 2510. The crown is yours. That's right, new customers get $150 in bonus bet if your bet wins after betting just $5. And don't forget to stay in on the action and use your $150 in bonus bets on DraftKings. Same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code 2510 and bet just $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code 2510 only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Okay, Eagles fans, let's talk some. No one talks better than Philly, and it's about time that we get rewarded for it, which is why my tequila, Gran Coramino, is teaming up with the Philadelphia Eagles for the Roast Our Rivals contest. Talk and make me proud, people.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, LaShawn Shady McCoy, with my best friend, my guy, DeSean Jackson. We got a special guest today on the 2510 show, Metta World Peace in the building. We talk about champions. All we do is bring them in. We got another one today. What's up, brother?
Everything is great, man. Thanks for having me, man. My God.
You know what I mean?
Can I still call him around or?
Oh, for sure.
Look, we ain't know. I was like, yo, you gotta ask him first because I don't want to put us in the headlock. That we gotta jump him in here. You know, he'll mess around.
Nah, that was for a personal, spiritual journey. But all my friends call me Ron. It depends where you at. You know, you're gonna call me Ron or Metta.
So you don't care at all?
No, it wasn't about. It was more for me.
Oh, okay.
It was more for me to like stay locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Man, Ron, appreciate you coming on, man. Legendary. I feel like we spoke on outside, diehard Laker fan.
Lake Show?
He came in with the shirt. I just want to give you a flowers because I've never seen you since. Man, I appreciate you winning the championship here, man, and playing a big part of my life because I looked up to y'all, man. I was younger, and, just the style of basketball, the heart, the grit, the dog y'all played in, man. It's a pleasure, man. Like, talk to us about your early upbringing. You from New York, obviously. Like, where did you get that from? And, like, when we talk about dog,
oh yeah,
you who I think of, especially in NBA, because us football dudes, we kind of feel like, man, the NBA is soft, but your era, you a definition of a real dog, man. Talk to us about where you got that from.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely New York City. I'm from Queensbridge, where like Mobb Deep, MC Shan, Nas, so many, CNN, Capone Noriega, and in that era, we had a lot of ballers, man. A lot of ballers that was locked up, but. It's the biggest federal housing project in America, so we had about 6 blocks, and then 4 of the blocks we had hoops. And on each court, and everybody was clicked up sort of on different blocks, but when we played basketball, you'll get a wave of talent. You're talking about Division I talent, Division II talent, every court you go on. So to get on the court, it took a lot. Like you had to
it's
earn
hard.
it. I made it on the court, 12, 13 years old with the men.
Damn.
So I made it on the court.
At 12?
That's early.
12, 13, I started.
You probably was
to make it on
tall
the
too,
court.
though. Like, kind of was.
I was taller.
Right.
And my dad was like training me since I was 6 or 7.
He was ready.
Wow.
Indirectly, like you're just doing things like, oh, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So definitely, I'm gonna give the shout out to the hustlers in the neighborhood. Some's not here. some still here. Kenny Ito, Mike Chatfield, Lloyd Newton, you know, Yami.
Real ones.
Yeah.
right.
And they deserve the credit because,
sure.
you know, where we're from, cards are stacked against us. But when you're talking about their basketball minds,
Right.
like how I learned how to execute and do the little things, you know, deny, box out, don't quit, don't give up.
Elbow.
Yeah, elbow.
That's the way he played, though. Right,
Elbow
right. Box
somebody,
out,
hit him in
all
the
that.
mouth.
Yeah.
You know, the fundamentals, I gotta give it up to them, man.
Football season is here, and there is absolutely nothing better than game day. But game day can be a little stressful. You're placing bets, you're setting fantasy lineups, you're figuring out the most comfortable position to sit on the couch for 12 hours. No one has time to think about cooking. Well, thanks to DoorDash, you don't have to worry about that. DoorDash is the best place to order your game day favorites. Chicken wings, nachos, mac and cheese. Hey, you know what? Your favorite pizza, deep dish. It can all be delivered with DoorDash. So this football season, don't stress about the cooking. Kick back and enjoy game day. Thanks to DoorDash. DoorDash, your door to more. Download DoorDash app now to order your game day favorites. It's DJ. You heard the message.
So Queensbridge, that's a project, right?
Yeah.
So my family, they from Queens, New York. So they always, you know, they from Jamaica, Queens.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you hang around a lot of New Yorkers, Jack, but
Yeah.
New Yorkers act like if you from Queens or you from Harlem, like you from a different country. I'm thinking like, it's New York, but I want you just to talk about like, how was that though, you know, growing up in Queens though? Because you got so many rappers, ball players, street legends. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
Like,
for
how
sure.
was that though?
I mean, I guess it was similar. Queens was a similar experience to L.A. You go to L.A., you're in Palm Springs. You see the palm trees. You're like, ooh, I had some palm trees. You be in the hood.
Right,
Right,
quick.
you
Snap
in
that
the hood. But Queens is like that. You got to think about it. Hip-hop started in 1979. So you got MC Shan, you got the KRS One, you got that whole era. You know, so we was at the beginning of that era of hip-hop.
Right.
Then you got Nas.
Yes.
Right? So, you know, Nas is one corner away from me. Mobb Deep, same block where I grew up. Nature, CNN, Capone, my cousin, things like that. So when you go outside, it's nothing but inspiration. Because you're like, damn, Nas is from here. Mobb Deep is from here. You could be poor, but once you go outside in Queensbridge, back in the days, it was kids outside playing ball.
Right.
They playing tag and freeze tag and hopscotch, you know, and Skelly and different things like that. And then Nas record pops off. Mobb Deep is hot. Roxanne Shante was hot, you know. So you feel a certain way, you just don't got no money. You know, the opposite side, you know, you get the, you know, randomly shots is ringing off, you know, the random things we all go through in our neighborhoods.
every hood, yeah.
You get that piece, you know, and it was a little bit of everything, man. It was a little bit of everything. So you got those, that's where a lot of us get those two personalities.
Right.
Like, damn, why he feel like that today?
Right,
Because
right.
you don't know where he's from.
That's true.
Yeah, he's nice, and he signed a contract. He could play football, and hey, how you doing? Great game. Thanks for having me, sir. But you got that other side.
Turn that
that's
shit
like,
on.
I still feel a certain way. You know, my friends are still back home.
Trauma,
You know, trauma and things like that. So very, very similar to how we grew up.
Definitely. I want to talk about you went to high school with Elton Brand and Lamar Odom. Let's go back a little bit because, I mean, to play with somebody in high school and then turn around and play with them in your NBA career, did you ever envision that? And, like, what was it like to play with a guy like Lamar
Were you
Odom?
play with all three of them dudes in high school?
Yeah.
They got to be recruiting, dog.
I mean,
It was more.
it was more, you said?
I mean, more all city guys.
Yeah.
And a few guys made the NBA that you ain't even talking about. Speedy Claxton.
Speedy Claxton, yeah, but for 6 years.
Claxton.
You play high school with him?
We all on the same team. Eric Barkley, we all on the same. Yeah.
So y'all
We
definitely won a
stacked.
chip.
Oh my goodness, did
Crazy.
we? We was winning championships by 50, like literally. We won a lot of championships by 60 or 50.
So
Yeah, get him out of there.
So talk to us about that because obviously the names you mentioned made it to the NBA, had great careers. What was that like for you to end up playing back with Lamar Odom again?
Yeah, the first time I played against Lamar, it was DS Park in Ravenswood, Davies Hood, where Davies Hood from.
Davies,
Oh
okay.
yeah, that's where them gang members from.
Yeah, Davies from Uptown and Ravenswood, right next to. And then so the first time I played against Lamar was there. He was about 6'1". I think I was 6 feet. Next summer he come back 6'6".
Damn.
Then Elton, I got with Elton. I was about 13 years old at 5-star camp, so I played against Elton at 5-star camp. A lot of lineage and history in 5-star, and then we all got on the same team about the age of 14, Riverside Church.
Right.
So then we became on the same AAU team, and I remember those practices, super competitive. Because when I come to practice, I'm coming to practice.
Yeah.
Like I love practice.
We know.
You know, I'm
So you ain't AI version. Practice.
Nah.
Right.
I can't wait to get it's fights happening in practice.
All type of shit.
I'm bringing the every 100%. And Elton, he was built like that too.
Yeah.
Because Elton grew up poor from Peekskill. So Elton grew, and then Lamar, you know, his family, and he had a whole different history.
Right.
So practice was super competitive. Then when we would get into the games, you know, we would just play how we practice. This is like survival, you know what I mean? So we were all team players. So Lamar's the best on his team. I'm the best wherever I came from. Elton's the best wherever he came from. But when we got together, we wasn't thinking about missing shots. We wasn't thinking about field goal percentage. We wasn't thinking about none of that. We thinking about locking up, winning, do your best, and that's where we learned how to play team ball. So if you saw Lamar, he can do his thing, but he also was a passer.
Yes. Yep.
Team play. That's how we grew up. Myself, even when I got to the Lakers, I was averaging 25 against the Lakers in the playoffs. When I got to the Lakers, it was a different role.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we all got drafted in 1999. Elton went 1. He was always the best. Lamar went 4. He was always the second best. I went 16. We went all in the same year, so that was like, and I got drafted with Elton. Elton get traded with Lamar. A couple years later, I won a championship with Lamar. 10 years later, and it just, you know, it goes
That's
on and
history,
on.
man.
So when you were younger, right? Because AAU wasn't like big back then, though, right?
AAU was big.
Back then too?
Yeah,
100%.
Oh, because I know now it's like that's the thing now.
I mean,
different.
when did AAU start?
That's what I'm gonna say. It's
Do you
different,
think-
the circuits.
Is your era start AAU, or you think it was a little
AAU
before
was
you?
back with Michael Jordan.
So they been had it.
Why is it
AAU's
so
been
different
there.
now? I feel like it's like bigger now for some reason.
So sports is big.
Oh, yeah.
Sports, yeah.
Yeah, sports is everything sports.
Okay.
If you're in sports, you're gonna accidentally walk yourself into some money.
Right. Okay.
Podcast, sports, but I think because the social media, and I think also just the social media, and I think it's just different because certain people are not that good. People are highlighting moves that I would never use. Some of it's throw up. You know, it's like I can't watch some of the stuff that I see. And then it's transferring to pro sports.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's definitely different.
What I was trying to get to is like so. Like back then, the Ruckers and all that, right? I know you had to be a certain age playing that, but did y'all play when y'all were young?
Yeah, we was in there. We was young.
My family would always brag about like, yo, like it was like an NBA game.
No, Rucker's different. Rucker, like, so from New York, there's a lot of players from New York that don't care about making it to the NBA, if that makes sense.
What?
Of course, yeah, we want to make it. Like Skip to Malu's one of those guys
Okay.
who made it, and everybody in the city, the streets was like, oh, one of us made it.
Right, okay.
You know, when Jamal Tinsley made it, they were like, oh, one of us made it. That's like Booger Smith making it, or like Alimo making it, because in New York, you want to be the best in New York.
Right.
Like that's, and so if I'm the best in Queens or I'm the best in the city, I get MVP. I don't care what I did in the league. Like when I went back to the city and played in like the Drew League, the Drew League version, it was called Nike Pro City. I got MVP in that. I got that award up in my house, but my other NBA awards, I don't really care about as much, honestly.
So that whole way like that?
Hell yeah, New York City.
For sure.
It's different. Like you feel, it's just different being the best. So I got 3 Rucker championships.
I was going to ask you about the Rex.
I don't know where, all those games y'all hear about when people didn't show up.
Yeah.
I don't know what, I know about those games, but I was there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm like, where I was there.
I was there.
Yeah, 3 rings at the Rucker. I never lost a game in the Rucker.
Never?
Not one game.
How many you played at the Rex?
Well, I've been playing since I was 16.
What?
Yeah,
I got 3 championships. I did miss games.
That got to be a record, though.
It is a record in the Rucker.
Wow.
But they talk about
They
the
don't
big
talk
game
about it.
that nobody showed up at the bus.
Right. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
where's the real story at?
Right.
You know, but yeah, I got 2 championships with Diddy. You know, I did play with Puff Daddy in the Rucker. I played on his team, got him 2 championships, 18-0. And then I got Fat Joe a championship. Got Fat Joe a championship. Tony Rosa, I got a championship.
And you know they betting.
I think what it is important to do is to make sure as a group that we support each other. There's going to be another star.
Yeah.
And when we see that star, like, are we checking up on them?
Exactly.
Like, yeah, I see you in the club. You chilling. How you doing, man?
Right.
You good? Like, because we grow up without these father figures. We grow up without these reference points. It's happened before this time.
Definitely.
It's happening in the current. And in the future, people are getting in trouble currently right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's important that we take care of each other and let people know, like, the glamour and glitz is not everything.
Right. No, I respect that. You know, you said something about like bringing that energy to practice. Now, from what we know about you, that's what you do. It's funny when I talk to New York dudes, right, about you, they always talk about like how your offense was crazy, right?
Yeah.
But if you really ask people like, yo, we know you for locking everybody up, you know what I mean? Be on that defense first team, stuff like that. Talk a little bit about that though, because people don't really know that side of you of really, you know what I mean?
They be hating, honestly.
For real.
Because like I was the go-to guy on every team I was on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I came into high school, I was scoring a lot in the city. I could score, but I also would lock up, you know, and then I get to St. John's, I play pretty good offense, but I'm thinking about defense is what I love.
Yes,
I actually don't want to score.
Right.
I'd rather have like an Elton or Lamar and just lock up because that's what I love to do. But if I have to score, I'll do that. Yeah. You know, and in Indiana, I averaged, you know, before the brawl, I was averaging 24. Yep, for sure. Then I was averaging 18 the year before that. Sacramento was averaging 20. 20 for me is a lot because I'm locking up.
Locking up.
On both sides, yeah.
And when I got with the Lakers, you know, I was average 25 against the Lakers in the playoffs. They was, if you look
I remember that, yes.
If you look at those highlights, you'll see 3 people from the Lakers looking at me when I got the ball.
Who was guarding you, Rick Fox?
You'll see Trevor.
Trevor?
Yeah, Trevor. That's my guy. You'll see.
Trevor was young, though.
No, he wasn't young.
He wasn't young at that time?
He wasn't young. He was Trevor in his prime. He's one of.
Yeah.
That's what I was
He
No.
was of age.
I like Trevor. Trevor's my guy.
He a good dude.
That's my boy, man.
Hell yeah. But I'm saying, like, in Kobe, they both guard me, but you'll see when I get the ball, you'll see the players
You see the game plan. You see the game
them
plan.
shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one dribble, if you look at that series, one dribble, I was to the basket.
Yep.
You can't.
Physical.
Hard
Yeah,
to
one
stop
dribble.
that.
It's hard to stop. One dribble.
To the
You got to
basket.
come right
Yeah,
now.
Right.
You know?
So that's my setup question I was going to ask you because, like, now, right, it's been this thing now where, like, yo, you just a scorer and you just play defense. Not you, I'm saying now,
Yeah.
like, you look at the Lucas, look at all these different dudes, and it was a time where, yo, dudes, I want to lock up and I want to get buckets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it such a big difference now,
The money.
though, you think?
Because why would you risk your stats if they're going off stats?
Okay.
AI stats, AI generated statistics.
But AI, hold on, but AI still, I didn't see people like, yo, he the weak link, we going to him every time.
No, I'm talking about,
No, he talking about the
artificial
AI,
intelligence.
AI.
AI, so
Oh,
you
my
know.
bad.
No, it's
That's
like-
a blooper.
But I'm saying, like, so why would you risk? You see guys don't shoot at the end of a shot clock.
Right.
Right.
Why would you risk that small percentage because they're
that's-
making decisions based off that? You know what I mean? It's just, it's smart. These guys are smart. I would do it too. You know, you're never gonna get until they change how they're thinking about this. Guys are gonna continue to not play. They're capable.
Right.
Giannis is capable. He does. Giannis does. Giannis both sides. But why would you do that if you can play the system?
So let me ask, okay, last one, Jack, real quick, because I'm a huge basketball fan, right? And I always argue with all the best about this shit. Like Luka. Everybody loves to scream how great he is, and he's a great offensive scorer, but in the playoffs, I watched in 2022 with the Warriors, the whole game, yo, wherever he's at, we going at him. And then I watched this last year in the championship game, like, yo, everybody who's guarding, everybody who he's guarding, we going at him. So I'm thinking, like, you great, but you the weakest link. How the fuck does that add up?
I think that it's a different era. You know what I'm saying? It's a different era. It's an era of skill and social media and clips. Those clips generate a certain amount of impressions, which is generating crazy. You saw the contracts,
Right. Okay.
So who cares about defense? The product and the impressions.
But I'm saying more of the players ain't thinking.
I care about it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. 'Cause,
like
it's harder to do what I did, honestly. To go and guard the best and then be the go-to guy.
Exactly.
That's really hard.
That's rare.
You know what I mean? But I don't want to. I don't want to. Have too much of an opinion on somebody else's greatness.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's like it's their time.
Sure.
The bags is incredible. I'm impressed by these bags. It's incredible to
Big
get
bags, right?
400, 300.
Crazy.
I have no concept of that. I'm foreign. I don't know what that means.
For real. Shit
I mean, but
crazy.
there was a time where, so the money that you made, right? There was a time where they wasn't making that. So I hate when people say that the way we playing is generating the money. No, the way that basketball, baseball, football, it's always gonna make more money because it just keeps evolving. You know what I mean? So it has nothing to do with the style.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I think it's inflation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was inflation. You know what I mean? Like back in the days, what Wilt Chamberlain got.
Right.
He was balling.
Yeah.
You know
The
how
money
he was in the
getting-
club.
The money
Wilt
he
was-
was getting at that time was good, but then like he seen guys like you after, like, hold on, they getting crazy.
Yeah, I
now.
need that.
Like after our time, like the receivers right now, they getting 30 million a year. When I was playing, the high was 10, 12 million,
Wow.
maybe 15. So
Happened quick, right?
And it happened quick, bro. In less than less than a decade, bro. It happened.
Our market has just changed for running back.
So we'll see $150 million a year contract.
It's gonna be crazy, man. I want to go back to St. John, man. You brought St. John to an elite level, man. To Elite 8.
Yeah.
I want to talk about how the intensity of that game was, comparing it to like when you was in the playoffs in the NBA. Obviously, you guys lost to Ohio State in the final 8, but talk to us about you bringing St. John to that elite level, man.
Yeah, from New York City.
Stay home.
Yep, stay home.
Yep.
Tried to get Elton Brand to stay home. Tried to get Lamar to stay home. It wasn't really about who shines, but they didn't. Unfortunately, they didn't go to St. John's. We had a few of us, a couple All-City guys on the same team, and we haven't been to the NCAA. I think it was since Chris Mullen days or something like that.
Yep. Because they had a little run too.
They had a great run. They went to the
Chris
Final
Mullen
Four.
days, yeah.
And I was able to get there in senior year, Felipe Lopez. So that was his first time ever going to the NCAA tournament. So that's I felt really honored to get him there. And then, I wanted to stay, but then, the money was just not right. I needed money. I had a baby. But to get St. John's into the Elite 8,
right.
it was epic. New York is, we win and we don't win. New York, you go to the Final Four or the finals, even losing is huge.
That's big though, right.
Let me ask you this though, Ron. Would you feel like that's the most pressure you had on that level, as far as, like you said, going back to the Mullen days, and they haven't really had that type of play from success from the team? Was that a big amount of pressure on you? You feel?
Well, I remember my major was architecture, right? So my first major architecture. So I was thinking of going to Notre Dame or Miami or Princeton, right?
Brother smart.
I was a hardworking student. I was just passing, but I was enough to get a letter from Princeton, enough to major in architecture, but not super incredible. Right. But so I remember thinking about it. I'm like, damn, New York City. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. I knew it was gonna be pressure. Queensbridge is right here. But it was more about the city. I was thinking about winning for the city. And we almost did it, man. It was pressure, but honestly, I didn't take it like that. I took it as a challenge. I've been in Rucker Park or Soul in the Hole. I don't know if you ever heard of Soul in the Hole. It was bigger than Rucker back in the days. But I remember people making me fall. The crowd jumps all over you. You get dunked on, somebody make you look crazy. So that I already had that experience,
right.
Of pressure, so I wasn't really worried about it.
So, Ron, man, this is a part of our show, man, where we got the trash talk, man, brought to you by Gran Coramino, man. We want to talk. We see our boy Kevin Hart. You know Kevin?
Of course, man.
Kevin always goddamn trash talking, man.
Kevin be thinking like a man.
Yeah. Hey, that was funny as hell, Kevin. Stop thinking like a man.
Yeah, right.
Boy, you better get right. But we want to go back and revisit a time in your career, man, where you can go back to high school, college, NBA. A heated moment, trash talk, man.
Yeah.
Like somebody trash talking to you, or you talking shit to somebody else. But what's that like? Because we know you. We know the brawl. We know everything in the stands. Man, we want to go back. What's one of the most heated trash talks moments you got in your career, man?
I think one of the most heated ones was uptown Manhattan. Before St. John's. I was 15 or 16.
Wow, young.
Young, and then I used to play for money. I used to play for money because I used to have to feed my daughter.
Right. That's real.
So I would get the call. It'd be like 2 a.m.
Right.
Because guys would be on the block. Yeah. Whenever you get the call.
New York. They don't sleep in New York, dog.
He said niggas on the block shooting, probably
bro.
lost. Hey, I need my money back.
We got to play, man. Where you at?
Yeah, you get the call like, yo, I got a game for you right now, 500. I'm like, I'm there. He said, I'm taking half. You take half. Like, cool, I'm there. So I remember going, this guy was like, I could beat him. He ain't nothing. So, I got up in the park. I shout out to Lefty. Lefty, my guy from Uptown. Not my cousin, Left. And, so I won 32-4.
Damn.
32-4?
Yeah.
Y'all playing one-on-one?
Well, it was 1-on-1.
That's the longest
So who was
one-on-one
doing
game I've ever heard of.
I'm sure you was doing all the shit talking there.
Well, he was talking in the beginning, and then I was locking him up, honestly, and I wasn't leaving it to chance.
Yeah.
And then I took my half and I gave it to the mother of my child.
Damn,
As we move on, but it was a lot of those games was crazy. Yeah. And then in the actual Rucker Park, nobody talked to me because everybody got tricks, but when I'm coming in there, I'm locking all that up.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
I know they talking about New York and everybody got these tricks, but I'm shutting all that down.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And that's verified in New York City.
Hey, 25-10, we gonna give
That's
it to you.
verified.
Yeah, baby. You heard what my boy said, man.
That shit
Strap
locked
this
down.
shit.
So ain't nobody been talking in New York City.
Can we get
When I
we
hit
gotta
the-
get a
Actually, that's not true.
Okay.
I did have some guys that got in. Yeah, I got to pay homage.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a few that just lit me up.
They got you.
For sure. Let me
That's
know
fair
you.
to say.
There was a few that lit me up.
Like-
100%.
like buckets. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, for sure. Let me not go too far.
Can we get a how about an NBA trash talking story?
NBA trash talking?
Yeah, give us a nice little.
I mean, I didn't really.
I see you and Kobe getting into it a little bit before.
Oh yeah, that was probably.
And then he kept walking. You was like, yo, you remember that drink when he was at the Rocket?
Rockets.
That was funny though.
Yeah,
That was the.
He got under his skin.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't.
He
well,
ain't say nothing back though. He just kept
no,
trying
he
to.
did say something back.
Man, Kobe was hot.
Kobe did say something.
Oh,
back.
word.
He was hot.
So I told, because I was playing against RIP, my brother Kobe. So this is before we was teammates, obviously, and we was competing, and I was just like, you're not ready for me. I really deeply felt like that. So I said, you're not ready. And he was at the free throw line. And he said, did I just hear that? He was like, what? I said, yeah, you. And I questioned myself when I repeated it.
Right.
I said, but I had to stand on
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
I'm like, yeah, you not ready for me. And he just laughed it off.
Was y'all cool? Was y'all cool before that? Like before y'all became teammates, or was
Nah, because he was always the best offensive wing player with T-Mac, but I was always on the other side.
He had
Okay.
to
So it's
guard
just
him.
drama. It's,
Yeah,
it's
right,
2008.
We ain't cool.
Nah,
and
ain't
back
no
then they
cool.
competed.
Yeah, it's different. That shit's serious. They took that shit, boy.
But I did like one. So I was with the Kings at one point in time, and we compete so hard, me and Kobe.
Yeah.
Where it almost felt like we didn't like each other. But then I asked Fox. I said, "Yo, I want to interview Kobe."
Yeah.
He was like, "You?" I said, "Yeah." 'Cause I wanted when I interviewed him. It's on YouTube. When I interviewed him, I just wanted to pay homage because I'm like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
I don't. You're not my friend.
Right.
But I want to let you know, like,
some grown
I
shit.
really like
respect you.
Yeah, I respect you. I love your game.
dope.
So you'll see the interview. It was super humble.
That's dope.
And then you'll
Right.
see us getting the drama.
That's dope.
On the court.
I
So
respect
I
that.
got a couple of questions real quick. As too. One is I was watching the documentary and you was talking about how obviously we had to fight in the brawl and
Yeah.
all that, and you said you felt like a coward when you left.
Oh yeah.
Can you elaborate on that? Because I was just, it seemed like it was like emotional when you said that.
Yeah. Well, when I left, because what happened in Indiana was, one, I wanted to just let people know how good of a friend Jermaine was,
Right.
how good of a friend Al Harrington was, how good of a friend Steven Jackson was, Jamal
Facts.
Tinsley, Anthony Johnson. Like, these guys are good people, so I
That's
feel like
hard.
they didn't get enough credit. So I didn't really feel like a coward, honestly, but I wanted to, like, overshadow the act that I did.
Okay.
I wanted to highlight. It was a little bit cowardly, but also
what part was
Well,
cowardly?
just asking after the whole city supports me,
Yeah.
and then coming back the next year and asking for a trade.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well, and on the other side, I was a little bit stressed, and I had a bunch of anxiety about the season, and I had anxiety about somebody hitting me again because I just got suspended for the whole year, and I lost the whole year contract. I lost every single deal I
Endorsements,
had.
probably.
I had two ESPN commercials, one on TNT. They probably got them in the library. I had my own signature shoe. Carl Jr. commercial about to come out. I was already top 15 in the league the year before that, averaging 18.
Wow.
Finished 6th in MVP voting. I come back the next year, still the best defender in the league, and I'm averaging 25. So that's an MVP season. That's nothing but an MVP season, right? So for me, when I got suspended, I said, hey, how about y'all just keep the money, but don't take the season away? Like, just keep the money.
Right.
They took both.
Damn.
You know what I mean? They took both. So at that point, I just wanted to retire. I got depressed. I went up to 273. I was really depressed that summer. I came back.
273
Yeah, I went up to 273.
from what?
I was 248.
Damn.
Wow, you
gained
really
that
you
much,
was,
fam?
you was
It's like
fucked up.
30 pounds.
Yeah, I went
my
up to
boy.
273. My playing weight, my average weight was 258.
258.
Okay.
So I played at 258, which was heavy. Outside LeBron, I was the heaviest small forward.
Yeah, that is big.
Yeah, they all little. They too little out there.
Yeah, I already
They too
know.
little out there.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, LaShawn Shady McCoy. I want to tell you guys about our awesome partners over at Blue Chew. Now, Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost in a chewable form. The best part about Blue Chew is it's done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in the line at the pharmacy. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com using code 2510. Consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. With Blue Chew, men everywhere are excited to see the postman, because when the package arrives, your package has arrived. Get it? Blue Chew wants you to have the confidence to perform at a very best. So discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code 2510 at checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code 2510. To receive your first month free, visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew so much for sponsoring this podcast. Enjoy your Blue Chew. Thank you.
I want to make a toast to all of you. So good. To the good people who work hard to make great nights even better.
Well, if this isn't the funny man, hardest working guy in town, right?
To all the hard work that you do, no matter what you do. Cheers.
You play with some greats, man, and in your career you end up playing with Kobe.
The Mamba.
I'm a diehard Kobe
too.
Bryant fan. Shady is too. I'm just curious, man. Who's like the best player you ever played with in your career?
It's between Kobe and Yao Ming.
Damn, Yao Ming.
Yeah, it's between Kobe and Yao because, Yao's career was ended short. He broke his foot.
Yeah.
That's the year we was on the team together.
Yeah.
And I saw what he could do. We actually, we beat the Lakers game 1.
Yeah,
by 20.
for sure.
And then we was playing, we went to game 7. Yao was out 4 of those games.
Right.
T-Mac hurt his back.
word.
T-Mac
Yeah,
didn't even
T-Mac
play.
got hurt.
T.I. was nice too, yeah. T.I.
He
was
didn't
nice.
even play. But, Kobe was definitely different. But the reason Yao was so incredible because he was just big and dominant,
no one
and he
could
had
stop
skill.
him.
You couldn't
Yeah,
stop him.
no one could stop
You
him.
couldn't stop him. You know what I mean? It was really, he put people in the blender, and he could hit game-winning shots.
he could.
He could hit game-winning hook shots.
Threes.
Free throws. He had decent
game-winning
free
three-
throws.
Decent free throw. He had a handle, underrated handle.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Was he the
Oh, I
for
didn't know
sure? Was like what was it like?
Okay, yeah.
Being up next to him. Like I mean, obviously he tallest player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he taller
NBA
than him.
history.
Not the tallest, but definitely the strongest.
Around y'all area, he was the tallest.
Around our area, he's the tallest, yeah.
What was it like standing next to him? Like,
Man,
and
it's
then
incredible.
practice when you had to go, like how, like you
Sure,
could.
easy for him in practice.
I was about to say.
What is
for
he,
you?
7? What is he?
Like 7'6", right? 7.
7'6".
Oh, yeah.
And strong. Like strong.
So like, obviously your wingspan is crazy, but like you doing this
Yeah, you
in front
got
of his
no
face,
chance.
that shit wouldn't do
no,
nothing.
no. You ain't doing nothing against Yao.
But like physically
You
though.
ain't got a chance physically against Yao.
Word?
Serious?
Did he speak English?
You don't got one chance physically against Yao.
Hold on, please, just let me.
No,
I
no,
gotta
no.
get so like, Shaq.
If you look at the highlights when Shaq, look at Yao's rookie year. When you see the highlights, you'll see 2 walls. You won't see Shaq just backing him
Oh,
down.
William, okay.
That's
If you notice the highlights,
yeah.
you'll see how strong Yao is. And then look throughout their career. Wow. And Shaq respect Yao.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yao's Shaq strong.
I wouldn't have thought he would said.
Did,
Yao
did,
Ming.
he speak English?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Because I see Shaq was like, he never really talked. And then once
Yeah.
he said, damn, y'all, you speak English?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So we want
Yao
to.
Ming. Okay, Yao Ming. More respect on Yao Ming's name. I like that.
Sure.
I want to talk about Barcode Sports Drink, man. I heard your new partnership with the sports drink. Tell us a little about it. A nutrition-rich, low-sugar sports drink, working with the Nets, the Heat, and the Spurs.
That's big. That's big.
Yeah, man. I would love the introduction on it too, man.
Yeah, I
need
got
to
you.
meet. I mean,
Can I get a little taste?
Yo,
Can I get a
Bob.
little taste? You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. 2 of those for Yao.
But let's talk about
dehydrated
let's
right
talk about Barcode, man. Give us
Yeah,
some insight on it.
man. Really interesting journey since I retired. I went back to school, went back to UCLA when I retired. Digital marketing, analytics, coding. Went back to Concordia Irvine for business analytics. I launched my firm and a fund because I wanted to. It's not bad. I wanted to understand like how do us as athletes add value to these companies that are sponsoring our teams. Like how do you become part of it? So I had no concept of that. The only thing I had was I remember being an architect major, so I knew I could figure it out. But it's like during our career, we from the streets, you know what I mean, or whatever. It's not no excuse, but you're not necessarily thinking about venture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we are. We in your space, which is incredible. But so this, 40 companies down the line. This is one of our
40 companies down the line.
This is one of our companies, and different equity amounts in each company. But this is our newest company, Barcode. This story is great. Bar trained the Knicks. He trained the likes of Melo, myself.
Right.
And
So he walking and actually living it.
he living it. It's incredible because this is a trainer that's launching a business in a $1 billion industry.
Right.
So I invested. Wimpignana is probably the leading investor as a player. Wimpignana invested in the company, and then we just invested from our fund, True Sky Ventures, TrueSkyVentures.com, which is our venture capital fund, with the former CEO Bruce Mobile, that's my partner, and some other people, some other different institutional partners, and so we just invested. We're really excited about it because it's healthy. I think you're gonna see a healthy lifestyle take a change right now. Yeah. So I'm excited about the drink, and I got other stories. I got failure stories too.
Oh yeah.
So I was 27. You're gonna like this one. So I'm 27 years old, right? So I'm 27. I'm in Queensbridge with my peoples, and my boy called me, "Yo, Vitamin Water want to meet with you." Right? So I go into the meeting. I'm blunted up.
Yeah. I'm blunted up.
Hate it.
Look, shades on or no? No shades.
No shades, just a tank top.
So they see that shit.
Just a tank top.
Eyes low, red.
Yeah, just a tank top, smelling like weed. But I was doing a lot of stuff in my community.
Okay.
So that was the reason they wanted to give me the opportunity.
Right.
So they offered me equity in the company. But at 27 years old, honestly, I know what defense is. Right. I know how to lock somebody up.
You ain't know nothing about
like
that
a surgeon,
shit.
but I didn't know what equity was. I'm like, what? Equity?
Right.
What's that about? I ain't
gonna do nothing for you right now, yeah.
And then 3 months later, they sold for $3 billion. I said, oh, that's what equity is.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
So then that really motivated me to start to get more companies. And but I honestly had no interest in business. But that's like one of the failure stories. Yeah. And potentially this can be full circle.
It's crazy to bounce off of that story. So body armor, you ever heard of that?
Of course.
So check it out. So myself, Gronkowski, James Harden was the first athletes to sponsor the drink, right? And they came to me and they was like, hey man, we want to give you a little bit of shares, or we want to just pay you out like $400,000, $500,000. I said, bet, give me the money.
Oh yeah.
But then my advisor said, hold up, let's just take some of the money, you know what I mean, and then get a couple shares. Now, if I knew what I knew now, right, talk about the equity,
right,
I would say, yo, don't worry about the money, because I was making good money at the time, and I got all the shares.
Do nothing for you.
So now, luckily though, we did get a couple shares of it. So I probably made out like $500,000-$600,000, right? And I ain't put no money into it, but I was like, damn.
If you would have known.
Kobe done made all that bread, bro, and they had a small investment.
For sure. Yeah.
But you don't be knowing.
I mean, if you don't know, you don't know, and that's why I like to tell the losses. You know what I'm saying? Like not always the wins. Like
I respect that,
because if I can't meet an athlete, at least you can see. Yeah. Hey, this is not all gravy. Sometimes I took losses. You know what I mean? And versus like, everything is great.
I think it's smart to shed light on that. I mean, us as athletes, obviously, a lot of people look up to us, and I don't think they know about the ups and downs we go through on the daily. You know what I'm saying? Finances, family, the temptation.
Mental.
You seeing certain things where like in a snap of a finger, I could go buy it if I want to. We grew up with no money.
Right.
So you tell me if we look in our bank account, we got 10 million, 20 million, and I want this to cost 800,000, 500, we can literally go buy it at a push of a click, right? So I think it shows growth. And man, kids at home, man, listen to that. That's a failure. He didn't know at the time if he would have took that equity, that 5 years, or he said it was a couple months, it was worth $3 billion. It was literally.
Well, they was already trajecting this way, but I don't get the financial.
You didn't
model.
do the homework.
I don't even know what a financial model is or a ledger, right? You know what I mean?
He was 27.
27.
Yeah,
he
you're
was
young for sure.
He was he was having a great time.
Exactly. Partying at the club, spending probably $30,000 a night.
I saw you. Yeah.
You know how we did. We went crazy.
Towards the tail end, when I was like, just in the club, just in there with a cup of, vodka and cranberry. He walk in there. Hey,
man, Jack get all the stories on me. Every club in there, homies out there, we going bottles crazy.
Fun times though, man. Fun times.
Nah, definitely fun times, man.
I do want to piggyback off of on the sports part, right? I want to ask you, like, who was some of the, if you had to get 2 or 3, I'll go with 3 people. That was probably your hardest to guard, because you said defense was your thing. Who was some guys like, man, offensively was super good?
I could guess 2. I'm gonna wait till you go. I got 2 in my head.
For the duration of my career, the 17-year career, LeBron was probably the toughest.
Okay.
Now I did leave the East at my peak.
Okay.
So
right. I get you.
I had a chance, to make a statement there, but I didn't because of my career. But Jordan and Kobe.
What years did you get with Jordan?
Huh? Oh, Jordan, his last 2 seasons, the season before his last, he was incredible. That season he averaging 25.
When he was
but then his last season, he was like kind of
Wizards.
Wizards.
I got one of them right.
Well, that's how. Hold on, real quick. You just said that. You ain't peeped that shit.
No, I heard him. He said Michael
I said
Jordan at the Wizards.
The hardest 3 dudes you had to guard,
At the
right?
end of his
He
career.
says LeBron, right?
Yeah, no, he said LeBron.
Then he says MJ. I'm thinking like MJ.
But
He says at the
at
last.
the end of his career. I heard that.
Yeah, MJ's not
But
playing.
I was one right. I had Kobe in there, but I thought he was gonna say Tracy McGrady is.
Tracy was a mother.
I love you. Tracy was not. It was like, because sometimes when you talk about the GOAT, if you talk about the GOATs, nobody's really mentioning Tracy.
No, for sure.
Even though he's like incredible.
yeah.
They're not mentioning even Durant yet.
Right,
so
right.
in my mind, it's like, okay, I guarded 3 of the GOATs. So I'm thinking, I'm not saying like Tracy wasn't dope.
Right. No,
But-
I got you.
So I read Kobe's book, The Mamba Mentality. You read it? I don't know if you read it or not.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
And he was going over like the hardest dudes he had to guard. And one of the dudes was Tracy, and the other dude was Kevin Durant. He was like, yo, Tracy was like basically me, but 6'9".
Tracy was dope. Tracy gave me, he gave me some fits.
What was so good about his offensive?
Tracy did at one point in time, we thought Tracy was better than Kobe. It was a point in time in the league, if you don't remember, where people were saying Tracy might be better. It was like flip-flopping for 2 or 3 years.
For sure.
100%, and he was like that. Tracy was like that.
Yeah, he was.
But then Tracy got hurt.
Yeah, he did. He had injuries.
Tracy got hurt, so it's hard to.
So this is Rocket Tracy you talking about then?
Orlando Magic.
Orlando
Tracy.
Magic, the early days.
Oh, you going Orlando Magic?
Orlando
Okay,
Magic
okay.
Tracy.
But even though the Rockets, I mean, obviously he did his thing for the Rockets too.
He was getting buckets for the Rockets though.
No, for sure.
But he got hurt
was.
at the end.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he got hurt.
So
Yeah.
I want to take you down memory lane. I know we're gonna probably finish up here
It's all
with it,
good.
like one or two more questions. We got to go down memory lane, man.
Let's do it.
I want to talk about the brawl. we jumping in the stands.
Yeah, he do that.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it, man. Take us back to that night, man.
Man, I'll take you back to that night.
Yeah, we want to know about
get
that
some
night.
water.
Bring the pop 20,
25-10, we want to hear about that brawl, man.
Man, it was crazy because, so going into that season, Detroit Pistons and Pacers, that was like it.
Heated.
Yeah, it was incredible. So they go to the championship the year before they win it. You know, it was a hell of a series. And then the next year, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be getting flagrant fouls. I'm not getting texts. I'm seeing my therapist.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, because I'm playing well. I just made 13 more NBA, led the league in texts, led the league in flagrants. That kind of got in the way of some of my awards and some of my endorsements, right? So it's like, it's not a good look on TV.
Right. Bad guy.
Yeah, it's not a good look. It's like, all right, I'm gonna try to do my thing. So I came out the gates that season playing really well. So in that game, we was up at the end. You know, they didn't have an answer. I was, cooking them,
Working
they didn't really have an answer. They was a good team, though.
Yeah.
And then so in my mind, when I'm also like no layup. So in New York, and in '90s basketball, Knick basketball is no layup. So I fouled Ben at the end.
Yeah.
It wasn't a hard foul. If you look at how I fouled him and how much distance he covered, he went a half a step.
Yeah.
Then he came and was like, oh.
Yeah.
You fouled me?
Trying me and all that.
So, I was like, all right, what happened? Then he came and pushed me. At that point, so at that moment, people said, why I didn't fight Ben, right?
Yeah.
Because everything I just told you.
Right.
Right? I already led the league in tech. I already lost money. I lost money already.
Image.
I'm not trying to lose no more
I
money.
did that.
I got the commercials just coming out.
Right.
The LA Gear deal is here. My signature shoe, the Carl's Jr., the 3 NBA commercials. I ain't trying to get no drama.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So now I'm 250. Ben's really strong, but he's 240.
Right.
Not 250. I'm playing at 260.
Right.
I played at 265. 2 years before that, I jumped on Shaq's back.
Right.
When he
I remember
hit,
that.
you know what I mean? When he hit my boy.
Yeah.
So why would I be afraid of something?
Right.
Right.
But it's not about that. I love Ben Wallace. I really love it. But this is for people who say that.
Yeah.
It's
I
not,
heard that.
it's not a
That's
shout
out
out
there. I
Ben.
heard that
Yeah,
before.
no, for sure.
So anyway, so then that happened. So then you get all the way. So then I thought it should have been a hand motion like this out, the tech. Somebody pushes you.
Right.
Throw a headband, throw a towel. The referees, they supposed to go. That shit should have been over.
Yeah.
It shouldn't last 5 minutes. Last 5 minutes.
Because they threw shit on the court, though.
Yeah, they did.
Well, before that.
Before
that. Ben was just, he was upset. But he was like kind of
Going
trying to
back and
fight
forth.
me.
Right.
He's trying to fight me.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah, I'm cool.
I don't want to fight.
that. Yeah, like I ain't trying to go down that lane.
So it took so long. Then the fans got into it. So people's like, why did you go on the scorer's table? Because at the bench, I didn't take a step back. The ref pushed me back.
you, yeah, he
I didn't
pushed
take a step back.
Right. Yeah.
And I didn't think he was gonna punch me.
Right.
Cause you got to be really crazy to punch me in my face.
Straight the
Like you
fuck
gotta
up.
have a lot of heart.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I didn't. Nobody's gonna just punch me in my face.
And get away with it.
Right. So I don't have no need to protect my face.
Yeah.
You want to get your push off. So then you know, as I went back to the bench, I'm thinking I can't move. I'm getting pushed. Like crowds is coming.
Right.
So the scores table is right there. So now here I got Jermaine O'Neal, Stack Jack, Jamal Tinsley, and my team. I know my team.
Yeah.
Not even none. Put
Own
them
that.
to the side.
Stack Jack alone.
Jeff Foster alone.
Jeff Foster.
Oh, yeah?
Jeff Foster was on that.
Let's not even talk about Stack. Let's give
Stack
Stack
to
a
the
seat.
side, to the seat.
Let's give my guy Stack a seat.
Foster on one.
Come on, man. So I see all my teammates right here, all these goons.
Yeah.
All these goons. He back in Queens.
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
I literally laid down.
Right.
He did on the score.
He did. He laid on the scoreboard.
I'm not worried. 'Cause I know Stack is ready.
Right.
You know, I've seen it.
Stack.
And that's not even counting David Harrison.
Damn.
Another one you don't know about. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing but goons on that team.
Right.
Right. So I'm like, all right, cool. He's upset. The refs has no, like, where's the ejection? So then the guy hit me from the stand. Come on now. Now it's like, that's a little bit much.
Right.
Because he takes the cup, red cup is a bear.
Yeah, he took the cup.
Now the bear, come on now. And I'm like, I was shocked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, hell no. Somebody just threw bear in my face.
At a game.
Yeah, at a game.
Two things escalated. Not only punch
So
the
now
bear.
this is like, it's a lot now.
Too much. Yeah, you lost.
Ben throwing towels in my face, hitting me with wristbands. And I'm like, referee, do you see this? Like,
Right. Like, what's going on?
This shit's right here.
Because if that was you, they'd have been got you out of there.
Of course, I looked at Joey Crawford the wrong way and got ejected. I'm on thin ice. Like, I got to, Ben's strong. I love Ben. He's strong and all that stuff. But it's a different, when they see my face, when they see this
you
mud,
went crazy. That
I
face.
agree with that.
When he
I'm
lost
outta
it.
here. They ejected me.
Right.
So I got to be like, sorry, hey, guys.
Yep.
You know what
Before
I
you
mean?
get started, you go on. Before you get
before.
started.
They already know he about to blow a gasket.
So I'm trying to, so anyway, when the guy hit me, so I'm laying this way, and then I see the cup.
seen it
Once I got
coming.
hit,
Yeah.
I just scanned the room.
It's over.
You got to think about my defense. You ever see how I take the ball from somebody?
Yes.
Like, it's quick. I
Fast.
see everything.
See your target.
I see everything. So when I got hit, boom, 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 and I saw the gentleman, he raised his hand like this. So immediately I'm like, okay, why is he raising his hand? There's no game going on.
Right.
He hit me. So I run in that direction.
Yeah.
So I wanted to shake the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't throw a punch.
Like scare him. Like,
Yeah, just
Shake-
I'm about to shake the shit out of you.
Yeah,
You know,
shake
you're
the
angry.
shit out
yeah.
of him. So I tried to shake the shit out of him. And then, as I was running up, then you'll see one gentleman, like, oh, I didn't notice it at the time, but you'll see him.
tried to check.
He thought I was running after him, the guy that actually hit me with the bear.
Yeah.
oh.
He skinnies up. You'll see he skinnies up. Like, oh, this motherfucker saw me hit him with the bear. But what happened was the dude that went like this bet him $50.
Oh, shit. So it all coincided together then.
The guy bet him
brave
$50.
dudes,
Yeah, he better.
He bet him $50 that he couldn't hit me. They drunk, right? I
Right.
can hit him. Hit me. So the guy was like, "Oh shit, you did it! I owe you $50. God damn, that's crazy! You
Good shit,
actually hit him."
yeah.
That was what going on in his mind.
Wow.
So then the whole thing pops off in the stands.
Crazy.
I wasn't going there to punch nobody, honestly. Then I get punched in my face
Wait, going up to the.
after.
So the punch was after the drink got thrown.
After the drink got thrown, I was in the stands. The first punch came from the fan.
Right.
I didn't punch anybody.
Right.
I do remember everybody like grabbing you, like fans included.
Hold on,
That
bro.
was after the
let him
punch.
keep going, bro. We escalate. We getting there.
Yeah, that was after the punch. So,
So
the
the
first
punch.
punch.
So he hit you the punch.
So after I get the first, then Stack then that's when Stack
Stack lost.
Stack, and then the guy punched me. Then this other dude threw bear in my face. I'm like, oh.
Damn.
So then Stack punched him in his face, and then I'm like, okay,
This
I'm gonna
shit,
get
boy.
back to you, but who
Yeah,
just
let me
punched
get
me
you.
in my face? So as I'm turning around, and then by that time, people's like, chill, like, get out of here. I think Rasheed Wallace came into the stands to just break it all up.
Right.
Ben Wallace at this point don't understand this type of action. I understand.
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Right,
So Ben
You
Wallace
own
wanted to
that.
get to me. When I run into the stands, you'll see him. Oh, now Metta's free, but this is a different level of. This is different
Yeah,
level.
now I'm on it now. Now I'm on it.
Damn.
No, now he's off it.
Yeah,
Right.
he off.
I'm
he
on
don't
it.
want
No,
that.
I'm saying.
He don't want no issues
But I'm
with
saying
that.
now he's
He
on it now. I'm
on
saying now
some
you
different
on it.
shit,
It's
yeah.
a different because I understand these levels of.
Right. You
right.
already ready to go there.
I understand.
I've
Different
been here
levels-
before.
I understand different levels of action.
Yeah.
So,
I
so
love
then you'll
this
see
shit.
like that's my guy, but you'll see if you want to talk about the levels, you'll see
It's a
what level he
different
would take it
level.
to
Yeah.
and what level I would take it to. I didn't want to take it to that level.
They
I
forced-
didn't
they-
ask
they
to
forced
jump
your
into the
hand.
stand. I lost so much. Why would I ask to lose this much money?
Right. Because you already lost prior to that anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm
Right.
trying to chill out.
Right.
Right. So anyway, I get down to the floor, And when I get back to the floor, I'm like looking around, like, see, all right, where's everybody at now? I don't see nobody come. Ain't no player come next to me.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm on my shit.
Yeah.
This is your chance.
Right.
Where anybody at? So you'll see me looking and scanning.
Seeing who coming up, who ready.
Yeah. So then I'm like, I see these 2 fans, and this dude like this, right? so I look at him, right? I'm like,
You
okay,
want this?
person with a ball fist.
Yeah.
And I look again, I'm like, no, this nigga can't be serious. Yeah. Yo, the dude, as you can see, the dude tried to punch me in the face. Yeah. So, I know how to fight. So, so I just gave him a right cross. Yeah.
Right.
A right cross is just a right cross.
Uh-huh. Quick.
Yeah, right cross, but there was so much bear on the floor.
Slipped.
I was losing my footing. So if I would have gave him a full hip twist, I would have got him, but I couldn't because my shit was. You see, when Jermaine came, he slipped.
Yeah.
See, Jermaine wasn't thinking how I was thinking. Jermaine came full force.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious.
This was wild, though.
Jermaine came full force, but I'm like, I can't I got to catch. It's like the old Kelly Pavlik. You know Kelly Pavlik?
Yeah.
You know them simple ones?
Don't get off real quick.
Right? The simple one is just how you turn the wrist. So I knew so anyway, that's really what happened in that moment.
Right.
Because I had not only, and he tackled me. On top of all that, I get the punch off, and then he tackled me. And then his man tried to jump me.
I'm about to say they both came. At this time, they both came.
I was almost about to get jumped.
Yeah.
At the
basketball game.
This is crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So at the game, I got to make these quick decisions because I'm trying to, I'm not trying to fight the fan. I didn't ask him, hey, come on, let's fight.
Right. let me ask you.
Hey, wait, before you ask this question real quick. Is this true? I got to ask this. He said, after all this happened, right? Fans, beer, everything. They said in the locker room, they said you was like, hey, yo, you think we going to get suspended?
Well, yeah, I mean, it happens. It happened. I mean, but that's what I was thinking.
Right.
As I was scanning, I was in the locker room, and as I was just like thinking about this whole craziness that just happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, shit, season. We're trying to get home court advantage.
That was so funny, yo.
So in my mind, I'm just like, damn, if I get suspended 5 or 10 games. So that's why I asked him, I said, yo, you think we're going to get suspended? I had to just double check that we on the same page.
Yo, Stack said,
you know what I mean?
What? He's like, what? Yeah, we going to get
I had to
suspended.
double check.
So
And he said, yeah. I was like, oh.
Who was that fine, though?
Heavy.
Nah, that sounds unbelievable.
Heavy. Stack told me. I remember Stack told me that shit was crazy.
I mean,
it was like 6
we lost
figures, right?
everything. It was, it was everything.
Yeah.
That season was gone.
Oh, wait,
and
so
every endorsement.
fine,
Yeah.
and you ain't
Bro,
play,
it was gone.
And I lost every
It
deal
was
the next
heavy,
day.
bro. All over
Everything
somebody
next day.
fucking with him when he was trying to be cool.
The next day. And the crazy thing was this. So anyway, going back to the story. So then how I found out the guy hit me with, through the bet of $50.
Right. Bet.
So I was depressed for a couple of years, 3 years. I was super like depressed.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to stay away from everybody, just trying to stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? And so I said, I was talking to my therapist, and I reached out to the guy, John, his name is John Green.
Yeah.
The guy that hit me with the cup. So I reached out to him, found his number.
Word. Fucking famous off this shit now.
You know what I mean? And then I called his house. His wife picked up. I said, this is Ron Artest. You imagine? She says, get the F out of here.
Yeah,
Stop playing with my phone.
Right, yeah.
I said, nah, this is Ron Artest, real talk. I said, I want to talk to John because I think we can make a difference.
Yeah.
When people have drama.
For sure. Make
like,
it so positive.
Yeah, just a drama. You don't have to shoot. You don't have
Like
to shoot
grown
it out.
being grown.
Yeah, you don't be having to fight it out. You don't have to. So I wanted to take it and just spin it.
Yeah.
So she said, Ron's on the phone, right? Just like that. So he answers the phone. He comes to the phone like, yo, Ron, what's up? This is how he answers the phone. Imagine that. He says, yo, Ron, what's up?
Like
Y'all
that's your
homies.
boy. Yeah.
And how crazy is that?
He a fan, though.
I liked him. From right then, I liked him. I was like, I like this nigga.
That's dope. I like this nigga.
And we became, so we became cool. And that just goes to show you, like, 2 men had a problem. That problem between 2 men had nothing to do with nobody else. And I was like, I'm looking at how I can make it a positive, even though it was so much of a negative for me.
So he told you that basically the bet was.
He told me, he said, he got on the phone, he like, yo, Ron, I got something to tell you. He said, 1, I apologize. I was like, thank you, I appreciate that. He said, 2, I gotta tell you the story. When he told me the story, I felt great. Cause I'm thinking like I'm the dude, I'm going crazy, it's me. And I'm like, damn, thank you for it. He said, yeah, the guy bet me $50 and I had to take the bet.
He won $50 and you lost millions. This is crazy.
Yeah, so.
Feeling lucky. All bets are on Bookie, the hilarious comedy from Chuck Lorre and Nick Bakay, starring Sebastian Maniscalco as a new old school bookmaker just trying to stay alive in the world of bad beats. Does the house always win? We'll find out as Bookie returns for Season 2, December 12th on Max. Please watch responsibly.
Man, we appreciate that legendary story. I feel like we had to ask that here on 2510.
Had
man.
to, right?
2510.
You know me. I grew up. I'm always like one of the littlest ones, but I'm always the first one ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hothead, so.
All right. So we leaving that fight, right? But I guess when you hear about Ron Artest, Metta World Peace, you know he's physical. It's just one highlight though, where James Harden was going off, and you just was like, Did you plan to do that, or it just happened like that?
I'll tell you, that game,
nothing happened back after you did it.
I'll tell you,
Nothing
that game
happened
was
back.
interesting. So I'm playing with Kobe, obviously.
You remember that, right, Jack?
So I'm playing with Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol, we stacked. It's hard to get off.
For sure.
This is my third year season, and I'm playing the best season I had with the Lakers, which is hard to average 12 points with Kobe.
Right.
And so that game, I had 16 in the first half. And if you see that game, you'll see people getting dunked on. You'll see people getting scored on. You know who was on OKC.
Right.
Okay. So I was having a big game, and then as I got my last dunk, as I'm celebrating my dunk to my fans, if you see and I'm going this way, basket, baseline, sideline, I'm going this way, like, yeah, let's go. James is also coming behind me this way. James shoves me in my back.
Oh.
So at that, and that's why, so James, who I like James, and he cool dude, but he shoves me in my back, and then when he pushed me, you'll see it, right? And I'm like, well, get the fuck off me.
Right.
I didn't know it was James.
Yeah.
It could have been. I thought it was
It
Ibaka.
could have been anybody.
Honestly, I thought it would have been Ibaka.
It wasn't.
Ibaka.
It was like. Wait, you said it was like but it was. You
No,
was like.
it was a get up off me.
Yeah, for sure.
It
You
was
just
a- it
push
was
me.
a-
What
it-
you gonna do the same shit?
No, you gotta see. Nah,
It was a textbook get up off me.
Yeah. So it wasn't a Draymond Green thirsty extra.
No, I mean, I honestly, when I got pushed, I thought it was Ibaka, so I'm thinking if I get up off me, it was gonna be high.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was
I'll
James.
be right there, right?
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I'm like, James, why are you even around me?
Right.
You ain't expect nothing back?
Huh?
You didn't expect nothing.
Well, Ibaka came at me. I didn't start that. I didn't start that. That was James.
Yeah, he pushed him in
James
the
started that.
Yeah, right. Okay.
James is a good guy though. He's a good guy, but
Good dude.
I didn't push him. I didn't say, "Hey James, come push me."
Yeah. That was funny though, man.
Nah, but yeah, shout out to James.
So talking about the era of basketball, and we're gonna outro to this, man. We want to talk about now the physicality of the NBA right now. I mean, obviously we have. I like to say you before a Draymond Green. Like Draymond Green, I feel like learned a lot from you because you were the Draymond Green before the Draymond Greens. So talking about Draymond Green, do you feel like a lot of that style of play comes from you, or you think that he just kind of got that on his own?
I think maybe a little bit, and I think a little Dennis and a little bit of whoever hustled, a little bit Ben Wallace. He's from Michigan.
Yeah.
Draymond is a winner, yo. Draymond's a different beast, yo. I think if I would have had a more stable career, because as much as Draymond acted out, he was a winner.
For sure he was.
I'm getting ejected. Draymond is available.
Exactly.
I'm way more detrimental than Draymond was.
Right.
So I think like if I had another piece of Draymond, if I could have had that, I think
part of
I'm
it.
playing and I'm winning.
That's smart.
And I think Draymond is a Hall of Famer.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
He's
He's different level than us, man. He really is different level. Even though I probably average more than him.
You put more skill too.
Yeah, definitely.
You're more of a scorer. I feel like
Yeah.
on the defensive side, he's more kind of like.
I was a lockdown wing defender.
Yeah.
And he was like a
in the post. More in the post. I was going to ask you though, is there a lot of similarities you see from? I want to say like maybe like the negative side, if that makes sense, from like getting kicked out, technical fouls. Like, do you see a lot of similarities in your personality? From
Yeah,
that side?
definitely, for sure. I saw it was a point in time where I would tweet because I don't know Draymond.
Yeah.
I don't hang Draymond, but it was times where I would see him, get ejected, suspended. I'm like, so I would just tweet it.
Yeah.
Like, be easy, my guy, because I felt like, he's such a winner. And I felt like no need to throw it away. You're a 4-time champ. You are an elite winner. You are just, there's not many people like Draymond. Without Draymond, they're not winning.
They're not.
Obviously, Stephen Curry is incredible. So, I did see some similarities, but it's not anything that I would condone.
Some NBA dudes, they be saying that Draymond would have never gotten in trouble like that. How y'all might tell because the team was winning and it was like you know what I'm saying? They was running the NBA for a little bit where it's like, all right, he in trouble, but let's try to not give him the hard hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like how that may.
How I got the hard hat.
Yeah.
different.
Because they was winning and all that. And it's like, okay, championships, the ratings and et cetera.
But I think I came into the league on, on my hood.
On my hood.
track.
Say it on your hood shit. Yeah,
On my-
we both was. For facts.
Yeah,
he was on that. But man, I just want to tell you, man, we appreciate you,
Yes, we
man,
do.
coming on, man. 25-10 for the win, man. Ron Artest, the legend, man. Straight from New York, man. Queens, what is it? Queensbridge? Queensbridge, man. You know, I'm an LA dude. You know, that shows you. I ain't really been out there, but we respect y'all New Yorkers, man. From our sponsors, man, over at Gran Coramino, man, we want to give you this bottle. I'm sure you don't need it because you already got the relationship with Kevin Hart. But Kevin, send him some more shit, man. There you go, man. Appreciate you for
pretty
coming
good,
on,
too.
man.
Nah, this is great. You know, Kevin never sent me a bottle. I had to get the first from you.
Kevin, thinking like a man. Come on, man. You ain't thinking like a
man is
friend,
funny.
man. But anyway, on the way out too, man, you want to pub anything you got, man? We want to hear about you. You know, congrats to on your 3-month-old son.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
He
Thank
out
you.
there holding a baby.
He a real
man.
man,
I
too.
took a picture with the little man. I feel famous,
I'll post
man.
it.
That's right.
Tell us anything, man, on the way out. You got anything anybody need to stay tuned on?
Yeah, man. Artestmanagementgroup.com. You know, you'll see everything that we're doing. You know, as a firm, is growing, and super excited to just be able to. You know, sports put us in a position to do a lot. So I was able to take off 5 years and retire and literally do nothing and then get back to business when I was on my time. And a lot of that has to do with sports. So super grateful, you know what I mean, for what sports is did for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And stay tuned.
Dope, man.
doubt.
There you have it on 25-10 for the win, man. Welcome to Death Row, man. My boy Ron Artest, man. Watch out. He going to hit you with the quick one.
Yeah, okay. 4-0 when I touch down. Got a whole series on lockdown. If they looking for me, tell them pipe down. Look, we up to the test. You want hang with the best. We had direct take. Let's go.